Hello and welcome to season 2, episode 18 of the Discordancy podcast. So, for this episode, uh, I know that this is a completely different setup from what you're used to, but I did not have much of a choice, I should say, because, well, yeah. Anyways, the table looks massive compared to, you know, yeah. And I don't know if I should include this or not, but let's try. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Kind of. It's kind of better. Uh, yeah, it's kind of better. Um, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just not include the table because it's too massive. Um, hello. Uh, Sorry if the background noise is too noisy because, well, this microphone is just way too sensitive and there's not much I can do but to just carry on, or either that or switch back to that old microphone that I had. Anyways, for this episode, I would like to just continue a a like this series, this mini series that I have where I quiz all of you. I'm sweating, I know, but you know, we gotta have to do this. We're gonna have to endure sweating and me looking very stinky as of now. I don't smell like it, but I sure do look like it. Um, I just want to quickly tell you guys that I have not been in the mood over the last couple of days, uh, because this will be my second time telling you this. Uh, I'm single again, so yeah. Me and Althea have just broke up a couple of days ago, and it's not been great for me lately. Um, yeah, but the world does not revolve around me, and as they say, all good things must come to an end. So we're gonna have to continue living and creating content for you guys. I really do not want to let you guys down just because of me being single again, just not being in a relationship anymore. That is such a massive disappointment to all of you guys and such a massive letdown. So that's why I'm going to keep making videos despite not being in the greatest, or despite not being in the best mental state. So, you know, let's continue, and life goes on. So let's just do that. All right, let us get back with our usual. Uh, so let us begin with episode 2 of quizzing with Bryan Andalan. Yes, I did get a haircut. It does not look like the best, but it will just grow out, so it will look amazing a few days or just a week later. So, yeah. Anyways, let's begin. I will be repeating some questions because I do not remember a lot from 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 the first episode of this, which I did back in late May. So no, actually, it's mid-May. It's already been a little over 2 months since I made that episode. So let's begin. Located in Intramuros, the walled city, the oldest part of Manila, this is the oldest stone church in the Philippines. Construction began in 1586 and was completed in 1607. What is the name of this church? Do you want to... Come on, answer. The answer is Church San Agustin. So, by the way, if you have watched a podcast, a bonus podcast episode, or if you haven't, I'll just tell you early on, I will not be making a podcast episode about the Upcat review. It's not a great episode. It's not a very good podcast idea. It's just a very good bonus podcast idea. So, just tell you that. Let's see. Okay, let's go with if the natural phenomenon, northern lights, is known as the aurora borealis, what do you call the southern lights that illuminate the night sky with flickering shades of green, blue, purple, and red? Do you know the answer? Because if you don't, it's the aurora australis. I think I have asked a lot of these, but you know, okay, here, let's do it. It is the region of space in which the solar wind isn't hot enough to push back the wind of particles coming from distant stars, and is often considered the boundary wall of the solar system and interstellar space. What do you call that? What's the name of that? The answer is the heliopause. Let's go with, it is the largest functional robot in the world. Standing at 15 meters long, the Dragon robot weighs 11 tons. This robot starred in the German play Drachenstich. Name it. It is Tradino, spelled Tradinno. Okay, next. What tool do scientists use to measure properties of light over a specific portion of the spectrum? It is the spectrograph. Next is, what kind of reaction absorbs heat from its surroundings and makes things colder? The answer is endothermic. It's an endothermic reaction. What applied science subject incorporates plant science and aesthetics? That would be horticulture. Okay, I will be asking. I know that I have asked this before on the previous episode, so I will be asking you this again. Time is the most common noun in English, and all of the various ways we talk about time. But other languages have different ways of describing the concept. In Indonesian, uh, for example, verbs don't have tenses. I sit equals I sat equals I am going to sit. In Aymara, a language spoken in the Andean highlands in South America, the past is said to be in front of you and the future behind you. What do you call the language of time? That is chronemics. Next is okay, how about this? I think I have asked this before again. Uh, he was the man behind the discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in Egypt in 1922. The discovery of the tomb caused a sensation in archaeology. It was filled with fabulous 3,500-year-old treasures. Who is he? Like, who discovered the uh, who discovered Tutankhamun's tomb? The answer is Howard Carter. Next is, he wrote one of the earliest and most complete written legal codes and was proclaimed by the king of Babylonia, who reigned from 1792 to 1750 BC. Name this code. It is the Code of Hammurabi. I'm sorry if I look off today because, I have already explained it to you. It is known as the Mound of the Dead, an ancient Indus Valley civilization city that flourished between 2600 and 1900 BCE. The site was discovered in the 1920s and lies in Pakistan's Sindh province. What is this? It's called Mohenjo-Daro. Okay, next one. He is the semi-mythical king of Uruk, best known as the hero of an epic poem. He is also referenced in the Sumerian king list and is mentioned by known historical figures of his time, such as King Enmebaragesi of Kish, besides the legends which grew up around his reign. Who is he? Come on, who is he? His name is Gilgamesh. Okay. It was Alexander's horse and one of the most famous horses in world history. He was described as being black with a large white star on his forehead. The horse's name is a combination of the Greek words bos, meaning ox, and kephalos, meaning head. Perhaps a nod to the horse's intractable nature. Name it. His name is, or the horse's name is Bucephalus, or Bucephalus, or Buscephalus. Oh, here it is. Let's do this one. It was a period of geopolitical tension between the United States and the Soviet Union, and their respective allies, the Western Bloc and the Eastern Bloc. That started in 1947 after the end of World War II and lasted until 1991. What do you call this? Hint, it's a temperature or a feeling. That's right, it's the Cold War. Um, Here it is. This disease ravaged most of Europe and the Mediterranean from 1346 until 1353. That's just 5 years, okay? 5 years. Keep in mind. Oh no, wait. Oh no, 7 years. Sorry, 7 years. Over 50 million people died during that time span, which was more than 60% of Europe's entire population at the time. What do you call this plague? The hints are all there, by the way. It is a massive disease that that killed nearly 2/3 of Europe's population within just 7 years. It's from the 1340s until the 1350s. So that's right, the bubonic plague. You're getting smarter, huh? Here it is. This is an interesting one. It is the eighth continent discovered, and its existence provides scientists with insights into Earth's geological evolution and the formation of supercontinents. In a groundbreaking discovery, scientists have unveiled this continent, a long-lost continent submerged beneath the ocean's surface for 375 years. Name this continent. If you're a massive nerd, you probably should know this. Like massive geography nerd, just wants to impress people, you should know. And yes, indeed, it is Zealandia. Name the two of the most popular Japanese baby names this year, according to a ranking released on November 1st by education services company Benes Corporation, or Benesi. Japanese baby names, by the way. If you guessed anything, you're wrong. It's Ren and Himari. American publisher Merriam-Webster chose this word as the word of the year 2023. What is this word? I said Merriam-Webster, okay? Not the Oxford English Dictionary, whose word of the year is Riz, I think. So, Merriam-Webster, okay? The key word is Merriam-Webster. Very good. Authentic. There we go. Okay, how about this one? He is the chairman and managing director of Reliance Industries and is the richest man in Asia. He ventured into the Indian Premier League with the ownership of Mumbai Indians in 2008. He owns the most expensive building in India, the Antilla. What is his name? He is Mukesh Ambani. Mm, okay, let's go with popularly known as the Rock Island. Corregidor would go on to witness one of the most brutal killings in recent Filipino memory. An estimated 200 young Tausug and Samal men were unceremoniously killed on March 18, 1968, at the height of the Marcos regime. This massacre was famously known in history as the Jabida Massacre, named the only survivor of the massacre who also happened to be the main witness and source of information of what had happened. This is a dark question, I know. This is why you absolutely should not have voted for Marcos. And yet here we are. We are indeed the idiots when it comes to voting. We are smart in a lot of things: science, technology, engineering, mathematics, geography, what else? Plumbing, writing, poetry, singing, dancing, talking, yapping, engaging with people on social media, engaging with people in real life, engaging with just people in general. And yet we're such idiots when it comes to politics. Something needs to be changed, okay? There will be an election next year, so, that's our time to redeem ourselves. By the way, the answer is Jibin Arula. Okay, how about this? Pearls have long been admired as symbols of wealth and beauty, with individuals and collectors around the world seeking some of the rarest and largest gems. The largest pearl ever discovered is undoubtedly a fascinating gem, with a unique story and captivating appearance that has captured the attention of enthusiasts everywhere. This extraordinary pearl was discovered in the waters of the Philippines, weighing an incredible 14.1 pounds, or 6.4 kilograms, and measuring approximately 9.45 inches, or 24 centimeters, in diameter. Its sheer size and unique formation have ranked it as the largest pearl in the world, which was found inside a giant clam, or Tridacna gigas, in Palawan. This pearl. Its name is the Pearl of Lao Tzu, or the Pearl of Awa. Alright. Okay. How many nights does Alaska go through? 30 nights. Okay, 30 nights. He was inspired to write Starry Night after reading a biography of Vincent van Gogh. The book, titled Vincent van Gogh, A Biography, written by Irving Stone, offered a deep insight into the artist's life, struggles, and eventual suicide. Who is he? His name is Don McLean. It is a pattern of repeated frightening and vivid dreams that affects your quality of life. It ranges from mild to severe and can be short-term or chronic. It is treatable with various psychotherapies and medications. It commonly affects people with post-traumatic stress disorder. What do you call this disorder? It's called nightmare disorder. Uh, this is an unusual one. What is the national dish of Japan? Come on, what is the national dish of Japan? It is curry rice. That's right, curry rice. Okay, this next one, okay, bit of a doozy. What do you call the phobia or fear of long words where feelings of shame or fear of ridicule for mispronouncing long words may cause distress or anxiety? The answer is, and I kid you not, hippopotomonstrosis quipedaliophobia. That's right, I'll repeat it, hippopotomonstrosis quipedaliophobia. Hippopotomonstrosis quipedaliophobia. So, that apparently means fear of long words, but what? Alright. I do not have that fear because I can't pronounce long words like anti-disestablishmentarianism, pneumono ultramicroscopic volcanoconiosis, and the very long name of a place in Wales called Lanfer Perquintil Cogere Huntro Bulanticilio Gogogog. Just look it up, longest place name in Europe, and it's in Wales. If we're talking about the longest place name in the world, it's in New Zealand, and I do not know how to pronounce that. However, I can pronounce Lanfer Perquintil Cogere Huntro Bulanticilio Gogogog. Right, next one. A group of as many as 60 conspirators decided to assassinate Caesar at the meeting of the Senate on March 15th, the Ides of March. Collectively, the group stabbed Caesar. How many times was the Roman leader stabbed? Yeah, I know the Roman Empire having a Senate or having democracy in general is kind of absurd, but this is true. So, yes, the Roman Empire did have a Senate, but I don't think the people were directly involved in electing the Senate. So, yeah. By the way, the answer is 23 times. That's right, he got stabbed 23 times by his own senators. Which does not sound good, I know. Next, My Brother's Peculiar Chicken is a famous Filipino short story about a chicken's sexual identity because no one could tell whether it was a rooster or a hen. Who is the writer of this story? My Brother's Peculiar Chicken has the same vibes as, like, the title. Just has the same vibes as The Life of Marlon Bundo. I think that's the name of it, where a bunny is gay, and it's written by John Oliver, a great comedian who has a great show. Go check out Last Week Tonight with John Oliver on HBO, Sundays 11 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. here in the Philippines. So, yeah. I just love Last Week Tonight. So, the answer, by the way, is Alejandro R. Rosas. Hmm. Let's go with this one as the last question for this episode. He was born Gerard Kremer at Ruppelmonde in Flanders, now in Belgium, the seventh and last child of an impoverished German family which had recently moved there. His father was a cobbler, but the surname meant merchant and moved there. Oh no, meant merchant, and Gerard turned it into Latin as mercator after his father and mother died when he was in his teens. I know he sounds like kind of a douche by doing that. He already had a very good surname, Kramer. Yeah, but I don't know why he changed it. The Flemish cartographer was born on March 5th, 1512. So we're talking about his name when he died, okay? What was he known as? What name did he change it to? The full name. Very good. Gerardus Mercator. Yes, the man behind the Mercator projection was kind of a douchebag for changing his surname after his parents died. That's like me changing my surname to whatever the hell into, I don't know, anything. Let's go with engineer. Engineer. There we go. Like, that's just like changing my surname to engineer after my parents have died, which sounds absurd and could be a potential scandal in its own right. Even, come on, brother. Alright, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I am not in the best mental state, as you can tell. I'm really sorry, but life goes on, and I really do not want to disappoint you guys. That's why I'm making this episode. To just give you an important announcement as to what happened to me over the last few days, and to keep you guys entertained. Alright, goodbye.